Well, staying sane in the bubble was quite challenging. Fortunately, I'm an essential worker, so I've been working some pretty long hours over the past 4.5 weeks or so. But trying to balance that by getting out, trying to get in front out on the Esplanade here in Petone, and doing as much exercise as possible, reading and playing a bit of Scrabble.
Scrabble, perfect. Myron, what about you? What are you doing to stay sane?
Driving these two crazy is what's keeping me sane. I'm not doing a hell of a lot, to be honest. Just trying to get outdoors and get my nose in books and plan for the future.
Good work. Joshua?
Regular naps, eating lots of chocolate, but balancing all that with some physical activity as well in the garage area here in Petone.
The car park.
So, what's one thing you've learned about your teammates you've been locked down in the same bubble with over the last at least 3.5 weeks? Josh?
Oh, they're crazy, and they drive me crazy at times. No, they're good. I think they've got good emotional awareness. They they know when to leave you alone. They know when to engage with you, so I really appreciate that. But no, these two are all right, and luckily we have that common interest of netball, so we always have plenty to talk about.
I've learned that Gareth is obsessed with his cat, and that he works too much. And Josh is a walking netball encyclopedia, particularly when it comes to netball umpires and their appointments from past events.
Gareth, what about you? What have you learned about your teammates?
Well, I've learned that Myron, he might say that he's good at Scrabble, but he also bends the rules significantly. So we've had a number of disputes over Scrabble, I have to say. And Myron is an excellent cook, I have to say. He's very, very skilled. Josh keeps us all calm, and he keeps us all energised with exercise and activity, and he also is very good when we are watching old netball games, whether they be like recently the Magic's run to the ANZ Championship final from 2012 was on, and those were good times, as we were watching games from way back in the 90s, including games from the 1991 Netball World Cup. So yeah, we've been right around the years of netball. It's been great.
Seen Jan Teasdale in action. That was exciting.
So the car park, how are you using the car park to stay fit? Tell me about the car park.
I'll go first. So we live in an apartment block of 11 apartments, and then downstairs below our apartment there's the car park for everyone that lives here. And so there's quite a bit of space, which is really helpful for us. It means that we don't have to go too far to exercise, stay home, save lives. And so we often will take the computer down there. So I've still been connecting with my personal trainer over Zoom, and doing a few sessions a week with him, which has been great. And then we've been going down and doing these Mills online classes, whether that's body combat or body attack, which has been a bit of fun. Or we've had our personal trainer extraordinaire, Josh Bowring, taking us through a number of things. So, yeah.
How's that working out for you, Myron? Training with these clowns?
No, it's good. They push me. They hold me accountable. Gareth spends most of the workout just laughing at me.
I do not, Myron.
But no, they're really good motivators.
And Josh, you got a background in PT. How do you find this stuff? Do you take a lead role or?
I try to keep these guys on task as much as humanly possible. And with Les Mills, of course, there requires a bit of coordination. So I think if you show the footage of us doing a little garage workout, you'll see exactly what I mean. But no, it's been great, and I guess it's sort of shown me that you don't necessarily need, that gym membership and all the not high-tech equipment, although that's nice. You can still get a really great workout at home that is actually applicable to what we do. Like we're doing lots of plyometric movements, lots of dynamic stop-start lateral movements. So, that's all related to umpiring. So it's been, quite good.
Yeah, you might have also noticed that Josh is wearing his squad jacket, Garratt. I have to say that over the past month or so, this is not the only time that he's been wearing his squad jacket. He tends to wear it probably 3-4 times a week, all day. It hasn't been that cold, so I'm not really sure why the jacket's required.
Look, Gareth, I'm supporting a great sponsor, GJ Gardener Home. So every time I go for my, outdoor walk, I'm giving them a little bit of a, showcase.
Well, they're good to us. It's good to be good back.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll start with Gareth this time. What have you missed most while you've been in lockdown?
From a netball perspective or a life perspective, or how do you want to approach that?
Well, what have you missed the most generally?
Missing. These guys are great, but missing diversity of people. Your friends, your family, and just like I manage a team of about 150 people, and I would be going around and seeing most of them like at least once a week or something like that, and you just miss their enthusiasm. I often will feed off the energy of my team because they're so passionate for their work, and it's like I really miss that. And then outside of work, it's going out, having a coffee from the cafe down the road. We had some coffee dramas here for the first couple of weeks. That was not very good. And just being able to be a little bit more free and able to do what you want, basically.
Myron, what about you? What do you miss?
I miss working. I haven't worked for the past maybe 6 weeks. Just miss the regular routine of getting up and going to work and having purpose to my day. Whereas now I'm just kind of stuck inside annoying these two clowns.
What about you, Josh? What do you miss?
Well, like Gareth, I miss the daily coffee and a bit of the daily routine. And I'm a big planner, so I like to plan out my day and know what I'm doing. And I feel a bit lost without actually, planning my day. Well, I can, but it's very monotonous, very repetitive. Stay indoors. But yeah, I guess, just that daily routine.
Well, while you're talking, what is it about netball that you miss the most?
The people.
Yeah, definitely the people. All our friends that we umpire with, and going out and seeing the energy of the people who put so much time and passion into the sport that we all love.
When the lockdown's over, everything's back to normal. What's the first thing you're going to do, Gareth?
Go to the cafe and get a coffee. We had real problems here. I ordered it. We got an espresso machine the day before the lockdown on a panic buy. And then I ordered some Nespresso pods, and they took 3 weeks to arrive. It was a cause of quite a bit of stress and grumpiness on my part, that's for sure. The world has righted itself. We've got the Nespresso pods at 200 or something. But it's got to be coffee from our local cafe, Beanie, just down the road here on Jackson Street.
Myron?
Yeah, probably coffee too. Followed very closely by a haircut.
I can give you a haircut, Myron. Don't worry about that.
Gareth thinks he is a barber. I don't want to look like that, but thank you so much.
I think you'd look amazing. So do you, Josh. I can do your hair for you.
Thanks, but no.
Josh, what's the first thing you're going to do?
Well, the first thing again has to be coffee. But I'm really looking forward to just having the freedom to go beyond Petone and, other suburbs and bushwalking and, seeing different people and back to the gym and going out for dinner. I think that's what's important to me.